But first tonight, the band Model Airplane is getting ready for what it calls its absolute favorite concert of the year. Its annual Funksgiving show, which is happening this weekend. The three founding members of Model Airplane, Dan Boyden, Pete Genova, and Lyle Davinsky, grew up in Portland.
They have known each other since second grade and started playing music together in high school. That was 20 years ago. When Model Airplane takes the stage this weekend, the group will have 13 members. But Lyle, Dan, and Pete still remember how it all began, the three of them playing music together for the first time.
I know where. It would have been in my house.
It was either the attic or the basement.
Yeah, I had all the gear. Being the drummer, I had all the stuff, generally.
I'm guessing our junior year of high school.
If someone had said to you back then, nearly 2 decades ago, that you would still be playing together at Thanksgiving and having fun doing it, what would you have said?
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt. This is the best show of the year.
What is it that makes it so much fun?
It's family. You know, I think like a lot of us have spread our wings, and you know, we have our short version of the band together tonight. That's 8 for this rehearsal, but it's going to be 13 for the Funksgiving shows. And you know, everybody comes home, and it just becomes a celebration. Rehearsals are just a great way to hang out with your friends, and then the shows are just my favorite party of the year to hang out with everybody. Nobody could show up, and I'd have the best time of the year.
I'm going to guess that after you guys have played the last song of the last show at Thanksgiving this year, that you're already saying, all right, looking forward to next year. We're going to do it all over again.
Oh yeah, always. I'll always leave that show and be like, oh, I can't wait to do that again.
The fact that you do it in your hometown is important. And it's not just the joy that you guys get from performing and being up on stage, but I'm sure that you also get a real charge out of looking out in the audience and seeing a whole bunch of people that you know, family, friends, others.
Yeah.
And people we don't know. I think that's what's so cool, is Portland's a small town, and we're from Portland. We do know some people there, but what's cool every time is how many new people are there, and who are they, and awesome, welcome to the party.
But you're right, we see people from all stages of our lives. I mean, some of our elementary school teachers always come out to see us, and that's just the best.
Do they talk to you before or after the show?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we go talk to them.
I still don't know how to call them by their first name.
Yeah.
What do they say to you?
We just usually catch up. I mean, we've now known each other for 20, 30 years. So they've become friends, you know.
It's pretty cool. And I mean, you look down and they'll work their way towards the front row and start dancing. Like they're not holding back. So this is, you know, yeah, we've known each other for over 30 years, so we've known them for 30 years.
Yeah, right.
We met when I was in first grade and they were in second grade.
So I'm guessing that certainly by 10 years ago, you kind of had your own sound and you were doing your own thing.
For sure.
How has the music changed in the last 10 years, or has it not particularly changed?
I think that the thing that changes is that everybody in the band is stupidly talented, and every year it just gets better and gets tighter and dials in more, which you maybe wouldn't think when you only play together once a year as this unit.
The key to really extraordinary longevity is to start early. The Rolling Stones, playing together for 60 years now, got a new album out.
Wow.
You guys could have that kind of a run because you started doing this so early.
I know, and we still haven't made an album.
Yeah, I fully expect it. I think us keeping it so casual and not having expectations around output and products and sales, none of that, we don't think about any of that. And so for that reason, I'd be surprised if while we're all still alive, we're not making music in some capacity together.
That's a real trait for musicians. No expectations, no pressure. Just go out and have fun and play the music you love with the people you love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a family. It's like it started, you know, with 3 and now has 13. And there are more that come and go as they please. Like if you're ever a part of the Model Airplane collective and family, then you're always there. And if you're in town, then you're on stage.
That's without question one of my favorite Maine musical stories is the story of Model Airplane.
I love it. Okay, so 2 things come to mind. One, as a kid, we always worried about running into our teachers at like the grocery store. Yes. I think I'd like to run into mine though in the front row of a concert and jam out with them. That sounds like a really fun time.
That's just so cool. Can you imagine being on the stage, rocking out?
No! know.
I'm looking out, oh, there's my second grade teacher.
Seriously, like, and think about the joy that's going to bring you as an artist. I love that. I love it.
And your second thought?
My second thought, oh, it was that the fact that you've got to feel really good as a performer, knowing that part of your childhood is out there in the audience cheering you on. That's like a big full circle moment.
Yeah. I was at an event a year and a half ago, and I ran into my kindergarten teacher for the first time in 40 plus years, and we had a delightful conversation.
Brings back memories, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, Model Airplane actually has 2 Funksgiving shows coming up this weekend.
The first is Friday night at 3S Airspace.
Art Space.
3 Art Space, sorry.
3S Art Space.
3S Art, did we get this?
3S
3S Art Space in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. It's because they're not here in Maine. I don't say it all the time. And the second show will be for the hometown crowd. That's on Saturday night at Aura in Portland. I got that one.
Yeah, tickets are still available, and as the members of the band like to say, the music, a funkalicious soul explosion, will give you no choice but to dance. And coming up later